the closest definition, I would say, that is modern symbolism. I concentrate my work on the fact that we communicate with symbols. It's been always like that. And through those clean symbols, I want to basically communicate directly with the viewers, and without having any kind of external or unnecessary distraction. Since I was a kid, I've been always disassembling things because I wanted to understand how they work. And by growing up, in fact, I wanted to be a car mechanic, but later for some reason I didn't do it. Basically, what I'm doing now is the same thing, because that is my nature. I am disassembling, let's say, our society, and what I have understood until now, which seems to be the base of many of my works, is the fact that there is no society without an individual. If we work on our lives, simply on our lives, and we manage to sort out all our problems and the problems that we have, that we bring with us as a luggage from even the previous generations, we do manage to heal ourselves and the entire world. I always have some plan, despite not always it comes as I wish, and many times during the process of creating the artwork, I improvise because I feel that in that moment something has to go a different way. So that is the way that I have been working on until now. And this way it's basically a thin line between planned work and improvisation. The concept still is the same, and they remain the same because I have it always clear from the beginning. But the procedure and, let's say, the technique that I use every single time, in a way, is kind of always evolving and changing. When I create, I feel really present in the moment. Despite I have many times still some doubt about, obviously, about some thought that not supposed to be there, about life, the usual thing that we all have, of course. But in the moment of creation is like a different level or a different kind of reality. I do feel really connected with the work, and in a way I'm driven by it. It's like I feel more part of the process myself instead of being the person or the character who does something. So in a way I'm like I am almost a tool, like the paint that I use myself for the artwork. My inspiration comes from nature. In the end, we are talking about the master of creativity, and from philosophy too. I don't usually have this problem of inspiration because I try not to force painting. If I have a request, let's say from a private collector, then I do have naturally this inspiration. If I'm doing the works in studio, I'm not forcing some kind of I'm not forcing the fact that I have to paint because I have to do it. It is like it's a process that it's like the seasons. You know, there are those seasons when you have to to seed the ground, and there are seasons when you have to pick the fruits. And then it's basically the same. I'm following the, let's say, the seasons of creation, or at least for me, it's like that. I don't have this push that I have to paint every day, but I do it when I really feel I have to do it, and when I have the concept ready for the canvas. Well, I do, of course. I would just mention the names that we all know, the old masters that that we all appreciate today, and their work is very, very important for us because it's the human memory that is transmitted from generation to generation. So it's a very, very important thing. But despite all, I don't really take inspiration from other painters, because in a way they already have done the visual work. So my real inspiration comes from philosophers. For example, I do appreciate a lot the work of Max Stirner, the point about the individual, which I personally take more in a Taoist point of view, which is pretty unexpected, let's say, for this kind of philosopher. And then I also appreciate and research always a lot about the traditional Chinese literature. And for example, Zhuangzi, one of the masters of Tao, the things that those people transmit us are incredible. It's a piece of literature that was written 2,000 years ago, more than 2,000 years ago, and still today it's completely fresh. It seems like written yesterday. Well, not really. I paint a lot, and my wife Anna paints too. So, you know, we don't really have space for that. Basically, like we also need to hang our own works at home, because we also let's say examine, if we can say like that, what we have done, and that is also helpful for us to see our process and to see where we are going, to also analyze better the works we have done. Basically, it's helping us to work all the time.